Good afternoon, Ringette fans. Welcome to the final day of action for Team Saskatchewan and Team Alberta. Bringing you some Ringette action here Saturday afternoon. It is currently 5 o'clock p.m. Regina time. This will be the final game between Team Alberta and Team Saskatchewan, Game 5 of this 2026 Challenge Cup. What are we doing here? This is the 2026 Challenge Cup. We've got 3 Challenge Cups as we prepare for the Canada Winter Games. We are in Regina for the August Challenge Cup, just wrapping up today and tomorrow. And then we're going to St. Albert in October, and we'll be going to Quebec City in November for the actual Canada Winter Games at the end of February in 2027. We've got all 9 provinces represented here in Regina. And how did we get here? Team Alberta is coming in 4-0. We beat Team Quebec 6-3, Nova Scotia 10-2, New Brunswick 10-2, and a thrilling overtime win against Team Ontario 6-5. And Team Saskatchewan coming in 2-2. They beat Manitoba 6-5, lost to Quebec 6-4, beat Nova Scotia 9-4, and lost to New Brunswick 5-1. Got a pretty good crowd here at the Cooperator Centre. Lots of home fans here for Team Saskatchewan, lots of green. The Alberta contingent represented wearing their blue as well. Should be a fun, exciting game between 2 very competitive teams. Team Alberta looks to be the home team. They are wearing their navy blue on navy blue with white and gray trim. Team Saskatchewan wearing a white jersey with black lettering and black pants. I'm guessing Team Saskatchewan will be the visiting team. We'll see when they go to do the center ice free pass. My name is Bill. I'll be doing a little bit of play-by-play for you. Got Todd beside me here. Todd's doing the awesome camera work. Todd's daughter Paige standing beside him here. Paige, what do you think is going to happen today?
I think it's going to be a really good battle because both these teams have been playing really great this week, so I think we're going to see a pretty good, intense game.
I like it. Very good insight from Paige. She's a goaltender going out to Dalhousie. Wishing her all the best out in the Maritimes. One thing about Ringette, I do like to mention Ringette rules and things that are specific to Ringette. For those of you new to this wonderful game, lines are very important in Ringette. The blue line is the most important line. You have to pass over the blue line, whether you're exiting the zone or entering the zone. So the blue line, very important, passing over the blue line. The red line at the top of the circles in each zone, that's the Ringette line. You're only allowed to have 3 players below the Ringette line. So you have 3 offensive players and 3 defensive players below that Ringette line. And then, of course, the blue line around the goalie crease, that is a very important line as well. Only allowed to have 1 player in the crease, and that is the goaltender. When violations happen, that'll be a turnover in possession, and the other team is often awarded a free ring. So we do free rings in Ringette. Free ring is awarded to the team. They've got 5 seconds to make a play. They've got the semicircle to pass it out of. That's why they call it a free pass. You get a free pass, start the play, and away you go. All right, the officials are blowing the whistle. Warm-up's down to 10 seconds. We're about to bring you the action here. Big thanks to Sask Milk for supporting the Challenge Cup. Every team has access to a refueling station during games. Chocolate milk does help athletes recover and recharge and is a perfect post-game energy boost. So thanks to Sask Milk for helping keep our athletes fueled. And Winwell, a trusted Canadian brand in ice sports equipment, the Athena Composite Stick has become a top choice in Ringette. Every Challenge Cup athlete received a customized Athena stick. That's an incredible investment in athlete development. So thanks to Winwell for helping make the Challenge Cup a memorial experience. All right, looks like Team Sask is a visiting team. They will start with the ring. I'll do my best here. I'm from Calgary, so I know the Alberta team pretty well. I'll do my best to get the Saskatchewan names correct. And we'll see how it goes. I got Peter standing beside me doing some video as well. There's the whistle. The game's underway. 4 quarters, 13 minutes per quarter, and Saskatchewan on the attack. Ring fed into the offensive zone. Here's number 6, Natalie Seymour with the ring. Seymour carrying the ring out, coming out on her backhand here. Cuts across the top, drops it off to number 3, Compagna. Compagna in the corner. Cycling out here. Slides it across to Seymour. Seymour picks up the ring. Down to 8 seconds on the shot clock. Seymour rips it in on net. Sadie Blankhorn makes the save. Sadie Blankhorn, starting goaltender for Team Alberta, number 31. Starting goaltender for Team Saskatchewan, number 50, Ava Mundell. Alberta walking the blue line, looking to pass into the zone. There's a pass into Maria Moman, number 15, blue. Maria's going to drive in, fakes the shot, circles around in the corner, and Alberta goes for a line change. Maria drops it off to Asia Mitchell, number 3. Mitchell, 3 blue, down to 4 on the shot clock. Backhands it, got a reset on that. And then for good measure, she gets a second reset. And here's number 2, Madison Rice with the ring. Rice for Alberta, looking to drive. Cuts between the center and the D. Backhand shot, good save Mundell. Cleaned up by number 3, Bryn Compagna. Saskatchewan's out to the neutral zone. Ring being carried by Bridget Parks, number 8. Here's Parks into the offensive zone. Saskatchewan's going back out to the neutral zone. Maddie Rice dives to knock the ring over the blue line. And the ring squirts out to number 33, Ava Correia. Ava Correia puts it out to the neutral zone. That's number 8, Bridget Parks. You will hear that name a lot. Bridget Parks, a star in the ring at World. Turnover to Alberta in the neutral zone. There's a pass to Jordan Niro. Jordan Niro is going to slide that into number 19, Hallie Rushfeldt. Here's Rushfeldt on the attack. Slides it over to Patel. Patel's going to take the shot. Good save, Mundell. And Patel with the rebound. Fresh 30 on the shot clock. Patel goes up high. Number 10, Jen Adams takes a shot. Mundell with another save. Ring gets pushed back in the crease. And Mundell is going to flare that up. Knocked down with a hand. Picked up there. Quick shot there by number 6, Kyla Koester. Mundell makes a save again. Mundell's going to throw that away. And that's knocked down by Jen Adams. Jen Adams knocked that ring down, and Alberta's still on the attack here. There's 6, Kyla Koester. Koester with the ring. Driving between the center of the D. Takes that shot. Slides it across. Nobody home on that pass. Number 20, Jocelyn Galbraith, the closest player. And now Galbraith has the ring. Here's Jocelyn. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday, number 18 to number 18 birthday to Jocelyn, number 20. So Jocelyn Galbraith, now legal in Alberta, 18 years of age. Happy birthday, Joe. Here's number 3, Mitchell with the ring. Asia Mitchell. Look to the backhand. She's got 14 on the shot clock. Puts her down low. And here's number 7, Ella Bigoraj. Bigoraj with 10 on the shot clock. She's going to backhand that in. Hit the goaltender, got the reset, and she got the rebound. Bigoraj with control of the ring. Bigoraj is going to drop that off to Mitchell. Mitchell missed it, goes out over the blue line. She touched it inside the blue line, so she won't touch it outside. That's why she left it. And here's Cameron Waples, number 21. Waples coming out from behind the net on her backhand. Waples controlling the ring. Going to flip that back to number 2, Maddie Rice. Rice dekes around, shoots off the crossbar. Just touch that crossbar. And Asia Mitchell's got the ring. Steps right out, looking to find a lane behind the back pass. There's a backhand. Mundell makes a save. Here's Waples with the ring. Waples going to settle it down, looping in the quiet ice. She's going to drop that off to Rice, number 2. Maddie Rice puts it up to 5, Danny Falconer. Falconer looking for a lane. There it is, shoots. Good blocker, save Mundell. Fresh 30 on the shot clock. Waples has the ring, drops it off to Falconer, 5. Danny Falconer backhands it out. Nice pickoff there by the Saskatchewan defender. That's number 35. Evia Ermo with the play. Puts it back to her defensive partner. That rings out to number 27, Davia Welder. The ring bounces back into the Saskatchewan zone. Referee's got their hand up. It's going to be a penalty call on Team Sask. Body contact penalty. So the first penalty of the game is going to go to number 37, Ainsley Hill. Ainsley Hill is going to go sit for 2 or less. 2 minutes for body contact. Penalties aren't super important in ringette because you're only allowed 3 below the ringette line, so it's a 3-on-3. Where it's important is in the neutral zone. You're down a player, so it's tough for a breakout when you're missing a player in the neutral zone. So this would be a 5-on-4 skater advantage for Team Alberta. Here's number 10, Jenna Adams for Alberta. Adams behind the back to Patel. Back down to Adams. Adams leaves it for Rushfeldt. Rushfeldt thought about backhanding it, wasn't there. Rushfeldt comes out the other side. Here's Adams with the ring. Adams drops it off to Patel. Patel's going to shoot. Mundell makes a save. And here's number 8 for Saskatchewan, Bridget Parks. Parks puts it out to the neutral zone, picked off by Jordan Niro, number 4. Niro walks the blue line, feeds it in, goes off Rushfeldt's stick. Niro picks it up. Niro is going to backhand that all the way to the far side. And Alberta's on the attack here. It's number 11, Brooklyn Munro, is going to drop it off for Koester. Here's Kyla Koester, number 6. Koester coming out on her forehand here, 9 seconds on the shot clock. Kyla Koester driving across the top, goes down low, the ring slides in the crease, Mundell picks it up. Mandel puts it out to Parks. Here's Bridget Parks with the ring. Backhands it out. Picked off neatly by 22, Callie Morissette, best in the business. Callie can't touch that because it'd be a both sides violation. And they're going to say that's what she did, though. So that'll be a both sides violation on 22, Morissette. That'll be a center ice free pass for Team Saskatchewan. 56 seconds left in the penalty for Saskatchewan. The referee's having a little chat about it at center ice. So I know Callie tried to hold up. She touched the ring outside the blue line. She knew it bounced back over the blue line, and she tried to avoid touching it. And it looks like they are going to say that it was a mistaken call, so the referees chat about it, and they say, yeah, mistaken call, so that's not a both sides violation. Alberta maintains possession of the ring. They will get a offensive zone free pass here. 25 frozen on the shot clock, so it's a 25-second shot clock currently. That's the birthday girl, number 20, Jocelyn Galbraith. The referee is looking at the shot clock, deciding if they should reset it or not. You have another birthday on the team, number 18, Megan Sterchi, turning 19 today. So 2 birthdays here, Jocelyn and Megan. Happy birthday to Megan Sterchi, 19. Legal here now in Saskatchewan. All right, here's Alberta with the ring. Number 6, Kyla Koester. Koester drops it off to 7, Bigoraj. Bigoraj flips her skates, puts it back to Koester. Koester down to Jocelyn. Galbraith up top to Koester. But we're in the crease. That's a crease violation for Team Alberta. That'll be a turnover in possession. That's going to be a goalie ring for Mundell. Mundell drops it in behind the net. Bigoraj giving chaser. That's number 44 at the ring, Scotia Waters. Stolen away by Alberta. Kyla Koester's going to rip it. Good shot block there by 33, Ava Correia. Alberta maintains possession of the ring. Here's Alberta with the ring. Drops it off for Asia Mitchell. Mitchell, number 3, looping in behind the net, coming out on her forehand. She's got 21 Waples and 5 Falconer. There's a pass to Falconer. Falconer's going to walk in, looking for the lane, puts it out to Waples. Not handled cleanly, and that's picked off by Saskatchewan. Waples will come up with a loose ring and head right back into the offensive zone. 4 seconds left on the penalty. Number 44 has the ring, Scotia Waters. Gets knocked down behind the net, ends up in the crease, and now Saskatchewan's breaking out. Penalty's over, back to 5-on-5 action. There's the other birthday girl, Megan Sterchi, number 18. Ring gets fed over to the weak side. Number 33 has the ring. Here's Correia. Correia's going to take a shot. They score. Looked like Correia took that shot. May have tipped off a Alberta defender. I'm going to check the replay here. So Team Saskatchewan draws first blood. We'll see on the replay. Correia's going to catch that long cross-ice pass. She'll catch the bounce off the board, step over the ringette line. She's on the backhand here. She's going to backhand it. That did hit an Alberta skate. So that hits the Alberta skate, deflects in. They all count when they go in the net, as long as it's a legal play. So that's a 1-0 lead for Team Sask. The goal will go to number 33, Ava Correia. Bounced off the skate of the Alberta player. Here's Niro with the ring for Team Alberta. Puts it over to Munro. Munro, number 11. Walking the blue line, figuring out who she wants to pass it to. Ring goes down deep to number 2, Maddie Rice. Here's 2 for Alberta. Slides it over 2. Quick shot by 19, Rushfeldt. Rebound picked up by Patel, number 9. Here's JD. JD drops it off for Rushfeldt. Good stick there by number 7, Cassidy Pearson. Pearson puts it out to the neutral zone. Picked up smartly there by number 2, Brielle Compagna. That's a turnover to Alberta. Alberta's quickly back in the offensive zone. Here comes 2 for Alberta, Rice. Maddie Rice carrying the ring, loops in the quiet ice, looking to drive, flips her hips, looking to take the shot. No lane there. Good defending by Saskatchewan. Good triangle. Ring across the top goes to Kyla Koester. Here's Koester with the ring, number 6. Koester goes back up top to number 10, Jen Adams. Not handled cleanly. Saskatchewan with the turnover. Ring goes out to the neutral zone. There's number 14, Belle Hodges with the ring. Get a contested ring here. Alberta picks it up. They go back to Tasha Blackwell. Blackwell 8's going to pick up the ring. Look to break out of her zone here. Blackwell walks the blue line. Kicks it over to her teammate, Morissette. Morissette puts it out to the neutral zone. Jen Adams has it. Puts her down deep to Kyla Koester. Koester's going to battle hard against number 8, Bridget Parks. Parks wins the battle, picks up the ring. She's looking to exit the zone. Up the sideboards here. Out to the neutral zone there. Picked up neatly by number 36, Ingrid Heerspink. Loose ring on the far side of the ice. Going to be a penalty against Alberta coming up. Megan's going to touch that ring. And there's a whistle. It's going to be a tripping call on Team Alberta. That'll be number 7. Ella Bigoraj is going to take 2 for tripping. So it'll be a 5-on-4 skater advantage for Team Sask. 5:13 left in the first quarter. 1-0 for Team Sask currently. So Team Sask, number 6, Natalie Seymour is going to take the ring. I can see she's got Bryn Compagna out there with her, as well as another teammate. I can't see her number. Here's Seymour at the ring. Seymour looks at the net, didn't like it, goes back to Compagna. Compagna looking to walk the crease, goes in behind the net. She's got 27 up high, Welder. Welder gets a ring. She's going to lock and load, takes a shot, deflects in behind the net. Seymour picks it up. Seymour's got the ring. Seymour cuts across the top, looking to find a lane, backhands it. Compagna's going to go get that ring. Compagna's got the ring, only 7 on the shot clock here. Welder's got the ring, looking to get a shot on net. Cross crease, good save by Sadie Blankhorn. That's a great pass by Welder over to Compagna. Great save by Sadie Blankhorn on the one-timer. Keeps the score 1-0 for Team Sask. Here's Megan Sterchi with the ring, backhands it out to the neutral zone to Asia Mitchell. Mitchell gets knocked down, fighting to stand up. There's going to be a penalty on Sask. There'll be a tripping call for number 3, Bryn Compagna. Got a couple Compagnas on Team Sask, Braille and Bryn, number 2, number 3. So we've got 1:14 left in the Alberta penalty, 2 minutes on the Sask penalty. That's Bryn Compagna is going 2 for the trip. So we've got some 4-on-4 action here. Alberta starts with a free pass in the offensive zone. There's number 2, Maddie Rice with her, and she's going to shoot it. Just missed out top corner. Number 11, Brooklyn Munro is going to pick it up. Brooklyn normally on D, puts it across to Danny Falconer. Falconer 5 takes a shot, good shot block there by Sask. And Team Sask is out of the zone. Team Sask with a good head of steam. Loose ring there, checked away though, picked up by Falconer. And Falconer walks the blue line. She's going to dump her deep down to number 11. There's Munro in behind the net. Brooklyn Munro cycles out, drops it off to Maddie Rice, number 2. Maddie dangles through the center of the shoots and scores. That'll be a Brooklyn Munro dropping it to Maddie Rice. Maddie cuts between the center and the D. Takes a low, hard shot. Finds the back of the net. That'll tie the game, 1-1. You can see on the replay here, Munro's got the ring. She's going to cycle it up. She's going to drop it to Maddie Rice. Maddie sees a gap between the center and the D. Exploits that gap, gets right in the heart of the matter, and shoots and scores. So make it 1-1. 3:53 left in the first quarter. Still going to have 4-on-4 action. That was a even strength goal, 4-on-4, so no change in the penalties here. There's a whistle, and Sass is going to rip that down. That's good airtime on that ring. Number 2 chasing the ring, Braille Compagna. Braille's got the ring now. Here's Braille Compagna cutting across way up by the blue line there. She's looking to find a lane here. Nothing doing. She goes in behind the net. Here's Braille carrying the ring. Drops it off for her teammate. That's number 8, Bridget Parks. Parks with the ring. Cutting across the top here. Gets pushed out. The ring gets bumped off her stick. They're going to call a penalty here. It's going to be an interference penalty on Team Alberta. This is where penalties matter. There's 14 seconds left on the first Alberta penalty. JD Patel is going to go 2 for interference. So now Sask is going to have 3 in the zone. Alberta will only be allowed to have 2 in the zone. So Team Sask is going to have a 3-on-2 advantage here. Likely going to see Team Sask set up in a triangle, and Alberta's going to have their 2-player defense covering the passes and the shots. There's a whistle out to Parks. Parks down low to 24. Thorson back up to Parks. Parks tries to find a lane, shoots it across there to number 35, Ermel. Ermel's got the ring here. Ermel back up to Parks. First penalty's over. Down to 3-on-3 action. Back to 4-on-4 skating. 3-on-3 below the ring end line. Here's Bridget Parks with the ring. Parks down to 9 on the shot clock. 24 is going to shoot. Thorson, nice shot there. Sadie Blankhorn makes a good save. And Thorson picks up the rebound. Here's Thorson. Fake the backhand pass, slides it across. Good shot, good save. And the ring comes out to Megan Sterchi. Megan protects the ring. That last shot by Bridget Parks rings out to the neutral zone. And Saskatchewan's going to knock down the player. Referee's got her hand up for another penalty here. So Alberta's going to get, we'll see, there's 10 seconds left in this Sask penalty. All right, whistle's going to go. So 37 for Saskatchewan. Ainsley Hill will go 2 for body contact. Knocked her player down. Alberta will have a 6-second 3-on-2. Same thing we just saw on the other end of the ice. Scores 1-1, 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Good spirited, nice even game here. Both goaltenders have made some very good saves. So Alberta on the 3-on-2. It's going to be Falconer, Rice, and Mitchell. Down to Mitchell, up high to Rice. Rice, backhand to Falconer. Falconer's going to shoot it up over the net. First penalty's over. No harm, no foul on that short 3-on-2. Mitchell's got the ring. Mitchell across to Falconer. Falconer loves that forehand. Dangles, walks in, backhand, off the blocker. Good save, Mundell. Number 5, Saskatchewan's got the ring. Meyer puts it out to the neutral zone. Picked up there by 11, Brooklyn Munro. Munro's got the ring. She's going to go the opposite corner down to Falconer, number 5. Here's Danny Falconer. Falconer goes up to Mitchell. Mitchell slams on the brakes, picks up the ring, cycles around on the quiet ice. Mitchell slides it to number 19, Russia. Russia goes backhand. Good shot. Good save, Mundell. Mundell's going to throw that out to the ringette line. Picked up by number 6, Seymour. Seymour out to the neutral zone. Good pickup by Mitchell. Mitchell, Johnny on the spot, puts it back to the defense to Munro. And Munro's going to do a 360 spin, puts it into Mitchell. Not handled cleanly. Number 3, Compagna, picks it up for Sask. Out to the neutral zone. Number 6, Seymour gets knocked down. Pass goes back to Munro in her own zone. Going backwards to try to go forwards. Munro's going to slide it out to Mitchell. Here's Mitchell, number 3. Out of the penalty box is Patel. Patel 2-on-1 with Rushfeldt. Rushfeldt's going to walk in, shoot. Mundell made the big save. Mundell picks up the ring, flares it out. Saskatchewan goes cross ice to number 5, Mayer. Mayer's got the ring, goes in behind the net. Mayer controlling the ring. Drop passes it back to her deep partner, number 36, Heerspink. Heerspink's got the ring. Heerspink bounces it out to the neutral zone there. Picked up there by Callie Morissette, best of the business. Quick little pass in, one-on-one here. Rushfeldt dangling in, tries to go backhand forehand. Slammed on the brakes, and now she's going to set up the attack. Drops it off to Jen Adams. Here's Jen Adams, number 10. Adams drops it back to Galbraith, 20. Galbraith with the ring. Jocelyn gets stolen away. That's number 36, Heerspink, battling with the ring. Jocelyn comes up with it again. Galbraith got stick checked away. The ring comes up to Blackwell in the neutral zone. The ring quickly back in. Long shot on net. Good save by Mundell. Just got the reset there. Mundell picks up the ring, looking to find her friend. She flares it out to Bridget Parks. Bridget Parks with a really good move there. She's got 2 on her here. She's going to backhand that. Good half-board breakout here. That's number 33 with the ring, Correia. Correia's got the goal in the game for Team Sask. Puts it out to number 7, Pearson. Pearson battles hard, got stick checked here. We're going to have a breakaway opportunity. Here comes Kyla Koester. Koester's going to walk in, shoot, and score. That is a really quick turnover and transition for Team Alberta. Saskatchewan had control of the ring. They passed it out to the neutral zone. See on the replay here, that's going to be picked off there by number 20, Galbraith. Galbraith spots Koester breaking in. Koester walks in on a breakaway here. Koester's going to step in, finds a shot, shoots and scores. 8.4 seconds left, buzzer beater. 8.4 seconds left in the quarter. Sask trying to get a scoring chance. Clock's ticking down. Here comes Sask walking the blue line. They're going to dump it into the sideboards. That'll be picked up by Munro. Munro just goes in behind the net, and there's a buzzer. So, very entertaining first quarter. Team Sask draws first blood. And then Team Alberta answers back with 2 goals to take a 2-1 lead. Sask goals scored by Correia. Then the Alberta goals by number 2, Rice, and number 6, Koester. Got Peter and Todd frantically working the clocks, the streams, the laptop. Doing a fabulous job. I think I heard Dan Thorson created the app that they're currently using. The production is amazing. Putting the scorer's face up when they score and putting the... Oh, I just heard the shots here. I like being around these guys. These guys are all-knowing. Shots were 15-4 for Team Alberta in the first quarter. 15 for Team Alberta, 4 for Team Sask. So, entertaining game. Gonna head over to Paige and see what Paige thinks. All right, Paige, what do you think of the first quarter?
I think it went really well. I think Saskatchewan needs to step up just a little bit. I think Alberta's using their weaknesses against them. But other than that, I think it was a pretty good first half.
So when you say step up, what do you think Sask needs to do?
I think they need to adapt better to the way that Alberta is playing.
Okay, I like it. Thank you very much. I like that insight. Thanks, Paige. Playing a little Taylor Swift here in the arena. Shake it off. It's been a really fun week here. All right. I saw a comment in the chat there that mentioning the girls being legal sounds creepy. I 100% didn't mean it that way. That just commenting really that the young athletes are 18 and 19. So anyhow, guess I need to watch what I say, and I apologize for that. Certainly didn't mean to be creepy about that. All right, Team Alberta, home team starts with the ring to start the second quarter. Here's Munro walking the blue line, number 11. Feeds it to her D partner, number 4, Niro. Niro goes down low. Alberta's into the zone on the attackers. 21, Cameron Waples. Waples cutting across the top. Looking to find a shot. She goes down low, goes through the feet of 3, Mitchell. Looking for the one-timer. Mitchell's got the ring. She's going to step in, shoots off the blocker. She got the reset and the rebound. Here's Mitchell cycling around. Drops it off. That's 21, Waples with the ring. Waples dangles between the center. The D goes to her backhand, loses it. And number 7's going to scamper to go get that ring. Cassidy Pearson. They're going to call it a move it or lose it violation on Team Sask. That'll be Team Alberta ring. Be an offensive zone. I sometimes say O-zone free pass. Alberta's going to have that offensive free pass here. There's a whistle. Alberta steps in. Number 2, Maddie Rice. Quick shot. Deflects and scores. Bit of tough luck for Saskatchewan. Maddie Rice was outside the ringette line. She took that feed off the free pass. Ended up deflecting in off the defender for Team Sask. So tough break for Team Sask. Puts Alberta out 3-1. You can see Maddie Rice is outside the blue line there. 19, Hallie Rushfeldt takes the free pass. Slides it over. Maddie just steps in. Rice takes a shot, deflects, and ends up surprising the goaltender. So make it 3-1 for Team AB. Team Sask with the ring. Here's number 37. This is Ainsley Hill. Goes down deep, deflects off an Alberta player, and Blackwell on the breakout. Blackwell will pick up the own ring, and Sask comes up with a loose ring. Sask walking the blue line, setting up the attack. Here's 24. Adria Thorson puts it inside the zone. There's number 8, Bridget Parks with the ring. Parks gets knocked down, and her teammate number 14, Belle Hodges, picks up the ring to help her out. Here's Hodges with the ring. Hodges goes back down low to Parks. Bridget Parks with the ring. Down to 8 on the shot clock. There's a quick shot. Good save. And the rebound picked up by Alberta 8. Half-board breakout there. And Alberta breaking out of the zone. There's a backhand pass all the way out to 10. Jenna Adams. Adams has Koester on her break. Picked off there by 35. Ermel puts it out to the neutral zone. That's picked off by Bigoraj. Ella Bigoraj, number 7, picks up the ring. It's a deflected pass, and Saskatchewan cleans it up. There's Compagna with the ring. Slides it inside. Compagna is going to get the return pass, and she's deep in the corner. This is Bryn Compagna with the ring. She's going to settle it down in the corner, wait for the line change to happen, puts a ring out to Natalie Seymour. Seymour takes a shot and scores! So Bryn Compagna gets Seymour off the bench. Seymour sees something she likes, takes a shot. Looks like it goes through the wickets, and they score. So Saskatchewan makes it 3-2 for Alberta. You can see here Compagna just standing in the corner waiting for the line change to happen. Seymour comes in with fresh legs off the bench. She'll get the pass. Maybe uses the D as a bit of a screen. Slots her home, so make it 3-2 for Alberta. Second goal on the board for Team Sask. Alberta with the free pass at center ice. They go down deep to number 5, Danny Falconer. Falconer with the ring. Gonna loop around. No shot, no back pass, so she's gonna come out the other side on her forehand here. Falconer goes down low. Right back to Falconer. Falconer couldn't get the backhand shot. Stolen away by number 3, Bryn Compagna. No, pardon me, 36. That's Heerspink. Heerspink goes out to the neutral zone. Batted back inside. It's going to be a both sides violation. So the ring bounced back inside the zone. Saskatchewan player picked it up, skated over the blue line. Sometimes momentum will do that to you. That's going to be an O-zone free pass for Team AB. 10:26 left in the second quarter. 3-2 Team Alberta currently. It's going to be 9 Patel, 18 Sterchi on defense there, 2 Rice, and then 19 Rushfeldt in front of the net. Here's 2, Maddie Rice. Puts it up top. Nice stick there, picked off there smartly by number 5, Mayer. Mayer put it back into the crease. Goalie ring turned over to Alberta, and JD Patel picks it up, and JD is going to draw a tripping penalty here. 36, Heerspink tripped her up, lost her stick in the process. So, delayed penalty call. Alberta's going to put a 4th player in the zone. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Pass across the top to Patel. Patel goes down to Waples. Waples back up to Patel. Patel to Rice. Rice going to backhand shot that goes into the crease, and Mundell picks it up. That'll be a 36. Ingrid Heerspink will take a tripping penalty there. A little unfortunate. Stick got tied up in the feet. Heerspink will go sit for 2 for tripping. That'll be a 5-on-4 skater advantage for Team AB. The referee is explaining to the athlete. No harm, no foul. And Alberta will have the free pass. 5-on-4 skater advantage. Number 10, Jenna Adams, looks towards the net. Slides it over to Koester. Koester goes behind the back, picked off neatly by 44, Waters. Ring ends up in the crease. That's going to be a goalie ring for Saskatchewan. Mundell flares that out. Goalie ring is going to get picked off by Jenna Adams. Here's Adams, number 10. Adams goes back to number 6, Koester. Koester cycles around in the corner. Drops it off there to Galbraith. Galbraith tries to go back to Koester. Loose ring will be cleaned up by Jen Adams. Jen Adams controlling the play. Drops it off to Koester. 6 blue. 10 on the shot clock. Looking to drive. Drops it off for 3 Mitchell. Mitchell drops it off for 7 Bigoraj. Bigoraj cuts through. Takes a shot. Just whistled it wide. No reset on that. And that'll be a shot clock violation on Alberta. That'll be goalie ring for Mundell. Here's Ava Mundell with the ring. She's going to drop it quickly behind the net to 44, Scotia Waters. Waters with the ring. Survives the forward check. Waters is going to get stick check. That'll be turned over to Waples. Waples driving in 2-on-1. Goes backhand, forehand, takes a backhand shot, misses the net. Waples with control of the ring. Waples cuts across, drops it off to Mitchell. Mitchell dangles the center, shoots, just missed that far post. No reset, 20 on the shot clock. Waples with the ring between the center and the D. No shooting lane. She dances around her own player, Bigoraj. And here's Waples, goes backhand. Good save by Mundell. Waples with the backhand shot. Mundell with the butterflies, saved the day. Got a fresh 30 seconds, and Alberta controls the ring. Bigoraj's got the ring, goes down low to Mitchell. Here's Asia Mitchell, number 3 blue. Cutting across, drops it off to Maddie Rice. Not handled cleanly. Maddie will go pick that up. 2 blue. Maddie Rice in behind the net, 10 on the shot clock. Maddie's going to drop that off to Falconer, 5. Falconer's going to rip a shot. Good save, Mundell. Falconer got that upstairs. Mundell makes a really good save. Pass across. Rice is going to shoot and score. That's great vision by number 5, Danny Rice, to see Danny Falconer. I had Danny and Rice all mixed up. It's good vision by Danny Falconer. 5 to feed it cross ice, down low post, down to Maddie Rice. And Maddie Rice just drains it into the empty net. See on the replay here. You can see Rice right there slipping down all by herself, side of the net. Danny somehow sees her, and then Maddie makes a stab, puts it into the empty net. So that'll be a goal for number 2, Maddie Rice. And Alberta takes a 4-2 lead. Saskatchewan with the center ice free pass. Number 37, Ainsley Hill with the ring, slides it into 24. Adria Thorson. Bridget Parks ends up with the ring, and here's Parks with the ring. Setting up the attack here. Goes in behind the net, coming out on her backhand here. Parks going to kick it over to Thorson. Thorson takes a shot. Good pad save by Sadie. Ring ends up in the crease, and Sadie's going to sweep it out to Maria Moman. Number 15, Moman goes long, pass up the middle to number 10, Jen Adams. Good stab. Adams is going to dump that down deep to 6, Kyla Koester. There's Koester in behind the net, 17 on the shot clock. Koester is going to drop it off to Rushfeldt, 19. Rushfeldt didn't like what she saw. She's going to loop around on the quiet ice and start again. Rushfeldt goes around the center, passes it to Koester. 5 on the shot clock here. Koester is going to dangle. She's going to walk in, shoots, but she was in the crease. That'll be goalie ring. Mundell picks it up. There's a whistle. She's going to drop it behind the net. Here comes number 36, Heerspink. She's going to put it out to the neutral zone there. Loose ring picked up by 22. Callie Morissette. Morissette under pressure. Dangles around the 2 forecheckers. Throws it into the zone. Going to be a battle there. Number 37, Ainsley Hill, comes up with the ring. Here's Hill coming out from behind her net. Looking to find a friend in the neutral zone there. She passes it back to her D partner. Number 35, Ermel. Ermel back to Hill. Hill passes it out to the neutral zone to Thorson. Thorson under pressure. 3-on-1 pressure here. And the ring gets stolen away. That'll be a move it or lose it violation on Team Sask. That'll be a center ice free pass. I do have access to the chat. I can see Todd's got the chat up here, so if you want to put something in the chat, say hello. I'd like to know where you're watching. Be happy to do a shout out and say hello to a few friends. Thanks for watching some ringette today. Center ice free pass here for Team AB. Brooklyn Munro with the ring. Slides it into Galbraith. Contested ring there. Ring gets pinched on the boards down in front there. Munro battling hard, comes up with it. Munro doing some heavy lifting there, slides it into Bigoraj. Bigoraj steps out, kicks it back to Jocelyn Galbraith. Galbraith with the shot. Saskatchewan's going to take a penalty here. So Alberta's going to look to put 4 in the zone. Delayed penalty call on Sask. Waples puts it over to Galbraith. Galbraith back out to Mitchell. Mitchell back down to Galbraith. Up to Mitchell. Slide it across to Bigoraj. Bigoraj backhand over to Mitchell. Mitchell dangles, shoots, far side, missed the net. 14 on the shot clock. The ring comes outside the ring edge line. Munro's going to feed it quickly back in. 8 on the shot clock here. Hard shot into the breadbasket. Mundell will save that. And there's going to be a cross-checking penalty here on number 6, Natalie Seymour. You may wonder, why did we shoot from outside there just to get a whistle there, but it's a cardinal sin to burn a shot clock when you've got a delayed penalty call, because you give the ring back to the team that is taking the penalty. So you'd rather give the ring to the goaltender, and that'll give you a free pass of your own. Quick whistle. Danny Falconer is going to drive that ring into the defender, picked up by number 7, Pearson. Pearson gets it out to the neutral zone. Here's Pearson. Tipped ring. She picked up her own pass outside into the neutral zone there on a tip ring. 15, Maya Kruger. It's Kruger with the ring. Going to dangle, puts it back to the quiet ice here. Number 5, Hannah Myers with the ring. Hannah coming out on her forehand here. She's going to take a shot. Blankhorn makes a save. Pearson's going to pick up the rebound behind the net. Cassidy Pearson carrying the ring for Sask. Pearson's going to come all the way out to the blue line. Now she's driving with speed. Slides it over to number 5. That's Mayer behind the net. Mayer coming out on her back end here. Content to just burn the clock and waste some penalty time. Smart play by Team Sask here. 15 puts it across. That's Kruger. And now number 7, Pearson, makes a pass, goes into the crease, and Blankhorn picks it up. Blankhorn's going to drop that to Rushfeldt. Rushfeldt picks it up, starts the attack here. 4:40 left in the second quarter. It's 4-2 for Team Alberta currently. Didn't say that very clearly. 4-2 for Team Alberta. Rushfeldt slides it out to Jenna Adams. Number 10, Adams, goes deep down to number 9, Patel. Patel on the backhand, puts it over to Rushfeldt. Rushfeldt just missed the one-time chance. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rushfeldt coming down Main Street, dangles, puts it down low. Adams couldn't pick it up. And that ring's going to be they're going to say that Adams hit the goaltender before the buzzer went. So that's going to be a buzzer beater shot clock reset. And the referee will give the ring back to Team Alberta. Alberta will maintain control here. 33 seconds left in the Team Sask penalty. I can see the Sask player waving from the penalty box saying, hey, what do you want me to do here? All right, there's a whistle. Team Alberta with the ozone free pass. Koester starts the play. Here's Jocelyn Galbraith, birthday girl. Galbraith, ring slid into the crease, and Mundell picks it up. Mundell drops it off to 44. Waters under heavy pressure here. Ring stolen away by Koester. 6 blue, Koester with the ring. Driving against Bridget Parks, slides it across to Bigoraj. Bigoraj 7 blue. Goes all the way in, out to Galbraith. Swooped up there by Bridget Parks, and now Parks has the ring. She'll cycle back with speed. Looking to gain the zone. 360 move to evade 2 forecheckers, and Bridget Parks is just going to push it out to the neutral zone. Parks can't touch that because it would have been a both sides violation. Alberta picks up the loose ring. Bigoraj slides it over to Morissette. Morissette has Asia Mitchell break it in. Mitchell just missed the pass, and that's picked up there by Team Sask. Stolen away by Mitchell. Now Mitchell has a ring. Fresh 30 on the shot clock. Mitchell's going to slide that over. Waples is going to step in. Good shoulder save by Mundell. Mundell taps her helmet, says, I got to fix the strap here. The ring went out of play. So we'll get a fresh ring. And Ava Mundell is going to fix up her mask. She's got a fancy mask, Mundell. It's a good paint job. It's going to be an AB ring. Mitchell, Waples, and Galbraith, or pardon me, not Galbraith. Falconer on the attack here. There's a whistle. Play's underway. Mitchell's going to slide it into Waples. Waples in behind the net, coming out on her forehand. Out top to Falconer. Falconer's way up high. Falconer drops it off to Waples. Waples dangles. Lane closed up on her. Waples is going to come across the top. Looking for the lane, goes down low to Falconer. Falconer with a one-timer, rode up her stick, went in behind the net. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Here's Waples. Waples on the backhand, goes way up high. She's down to 5 on the shot clock. Waples carrying the ring, takes a shot. Mundell makes a save, picks up the ring. Mundell quickly throws it out to the corner, and Saskatchewan's going to exit the zone. It's a turnover in the neutral zone there. The ring quickly back into Team AB. Penalty's over, so we're back to 5-on-5 action, probably a long time ago. Falconer with the ring. Falconer loops around in the quiet ice, waiting for a line change to happen. Falconer blows the tire. It's over to Maddie Rice. Rice is just going to slow it down, waiting for her teammates to come off the bench. She's down to 9 on the shot clock. Here comes Rice. Between the center and the D, backhand. Mundell makes a good save, kicks the ring in behind the net. Team Sask picks it up. Saskatchewan's going to put that out to the ringette line there. Megan Sterchi watching her player. The ring stolen away by number 9, Patel. Patel behind the back down to Rushfeldt. Fresh 30 on the shot clock for Team AB. Rushfeldt, number 19, slides it across to Patel. And Patel slides it right back up top to Rushfeldt. Rushfeldt picks up the handle, puts it over to Maddie Rice. There's number 2, Rice. She's going to rip the shot. Went high and wide. No reset there. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Rushfeldt with the ring. Rushfeldt goes down low to Patel. Patel's going to take the reset shot. Ring bouncing around out there off the rebound, and Patel picks up the own rebound. Fresh 30 on the shot clock. Minute and a half left in the second quarter and the half. There's a pass across to Rushfeldt. Just couldn't one-time that from the weasel spot. Maddie Rice has the ring. Here's Rice carrying the ring. Rice coming out from behind the net on her backhand. 15 on the shot clock. Alberta on a line change. Pass across to Jenna Adams. Jenna Adams tried to shoot that. Good tie-up by Sask D. Adams cycles around, backhand, drops it off. There's a quick shot. Shoot and score by Jocelyn Galbraith. Nice pass from Jenna Adams. And the birthday girl Galbraith picks it up, slots it home. She'll take a Challenge Cup goal on her birthday, Jocelyn will. You can see on the replay here. The Alberta player looping around. Kicks it back to 20, Jocelyn Galbraith. Galbraith shoots and scores. That makes it 5-2 with a minute 10 left. Todd, you got halftime action? Okay. Team Sask with the center ice free pass. Number 36, Heerspink, walking the blue line, puts it into number 7, Pearson. Here's Pearson with the ring. Curls around in the corner. Now she drives in. Slides it down low, looking for number 2, Compagna. Compagna picks up the ring, comes up high, looking to drive, slides that ring. Couldn't get it through the triangle, and it's cleaned up by Rushfeldt. No, that's Galbraith still out there, pardon me. Galbraith out to Adams. Adams looking for Bigoraj on the breakaway. Bigoraj one-on-one here. It's on her backhand. She spins, no shot. Good defense by Team Sask. And now Mitchell's got the ring down low. Here's Asia Mitchell dangling across the top. Goes to her backhand. No lane there, so she'll cycle around. 10 on the shot clock, 26 in the quarter. And there's Bigoraj tied up by 2 Sask players and just squirts the ring out to the far side. Here's Waples with the ring. She's going to shoot it, deflects into the goaltender. And that's going to be 13 seconds left. Sask ring as they break out of the zone. Number 5 carrying the ring, Meyer. Meyer puts it out to 15, Kruger. And Alberta's going to take a penalty here. Hooking penalty going to 22, Callie Morissette. 5.4 seconds left. Looks like Team Sask will pull their goaltender, put 4 in the zone, and try to get a good solid scoring chance before the end of the quarter. At the end of the quarter here, another 5.4 seconds, we will go for a 15-minute break, and they'll come out and flood the ice. We welcome you to stick around, watch some of the highlights from the week here. Got a good highlight package coming at you, so stick around and watch the highlights during the 15-minute flood break here. Here's a whistle. Clock's ticking down. Out top to Parks. Parks tries to go back across. Good stick by Mitchell, and that'll be a buzzer. So, Team AB survives that last 5.4 seconds. And then Morissette penalty would carry over to the third quarter. We are halfway through the game. 2 quarters in the books. It is 5-2 for Team AB. A couple of own goals. Goal went in off of a AB defender. And then one of the shots by Maddie Rice deflected in off a Sask defender. So, exciting game. Good to watch. A nice, fun game. All right, Todd, I'll turn it over to you, and we'll do a halftime break of compilation of highlights. We'll see you on the other side.
Saskatchewan's back on the attack here. This is Parks up the top. Nice shot there. There's the ball already. Across the top. He likes to shoot.
And the Falconer's got it. Falconer looping around in the point edge. The big shot looking to find it. There's the lane. Shoots and scores. That's the point.
So that 25 seconds on the,
Mitchell's going to shoot and score.
Other finds the back of the net. Nice pass. That's like that. Still feel better about himself. Yeah. Off the goalie and then yeah, the goalie was there. Oh, nice opportunity for team. Oh, beautiful. Yes.
Setting up the attack here. She's going to come up to 20. Ashley Bourgeois. Bourgeois takes a shot and scores.
Playing like Kruger. Now Myers going to have a breakaway shot.
Lexi Richard. Here's number 5, Emily Pegg driving in. Feeds it across. Emily shooting score.
Cette seconde de Gagnon, ça mène sur les camps! Il reste 7 secondes, on le coup, on le check. Il lui a baissé.
Annie takes the shot and scores.
J'arrive de retour avec le groupe de Mansfield. Et voilà.
The zone for Hildebrand. Hildebrand with a beautiful background shot. Oh, get us on the car.
Thorson shot clock winding down 7. Shot in the goal. Nice shot by Thorson. You'll have to back down low. Oh, that was a great play. Beats the number 9 Audrey LeBlanc. Nice couple of moves. Pass to the post. What a passing play there.
Great out to the neutral zone here on the attack. There's a pass into 60 and Richardson. Richardson back to 13. There's the left up cut across. Drops it back to Rice. Rice is going to shoot and score. Go back to Jenna Martin. Martin back to Barco. Barco back to Martin. Martin rips. Gonna walk and shoot and score.
Another spot, and they score on that one. I mean, takes the shot, goes top corner, take the one works. Back pass. Beautiful back pass. Full pass and
They put their goalie out. That's Thorson.
Trying to find teammate down there, number 10, Miriam Robichaud. Rick comes out front all by herself. Number 9, Audrey LeBlanc has
It was on the post there, but that was a close one. Back to Robin again.
that was that flexible shot. We're trying to end up left out of the seat of the pass. Ring comes out front, backhand shot. Good block for the save, man.
Nice save there. That was a good one.
2 minutes, 3 on 2. Falconer up top 2. Rushfeldt down low to Falconer. Quick shot off the mat. 19 seconds. Rushfeldt dangles across the top. Got that long hit. Cuts through, shoots. What a blocker save by
Off the guy. Oh, nice save. That was a good opportunity here. Nice save.
defense by New Brunswick to close up the lane. Mitchell's going to loop around. Feeds back to Falconer. Falconer looking for the lane backhand. Good save, Morin.
Zone here, although they're running out of runway. They've got about 3 seconds. Hodges takes a nice shot, hold left. I'd love to get on the board one more time here. This game ends. Oh, there's the chance.
Block up high to Audrey. Audrey across the top of the Jag. Jag behind the pass. There's a shot.
Down low, hold. Cái phần ấy cái này mình rất là slow cái mặt tiếp sẽ hết có một gì. Ồ cái mặt tiếp là không chịu vậy là what a save. Following that and that. Pearson girl comes out with it, looking for her options. Pearson the girl. Oh.
Save by Bell, handling up to Thorson. Thorson went right for the back pass. One-on-one here. Nice save there by Morty. Nice shot, nice save by Bell. Mark that inside. Off the crossbar. Quickly back here, Koester. Nice shot and nice save by Bell. Oh, nice back pass there tonight. It was deflected. Oh, right on the goal line.
Everybody now is ready to come over here. That's a good thing to be shooting away. The field is coming to
Finally gets around. She feeds it up. Oh, Darren Martin's looking for the return pass. Walks in, dangles, backhand point.
14 by 10. Take the post pass.
Oh, it's spot. 21 with a shot. Spun around.
Gets it back. Backhanded shot. Shot by Binberg. Quickly back into the neutral zone. 21 with a chance. She takes a shot.
Welcome back. We're going to be bringing you the third quarter of action here. We've got some special commentary from young Paige. Paige, what do you think of that first half?
I think it was a really good first half. I think Alberta dominated maybe just a little bit more, but I think near the end of the second period, Sask kind of like came back and they were working a little better together and working with what Alberta was giving them.
Yeah, I like that. What do you expect in the second half here?
I expect a little bit of the same. I think Alberta's going to come out a bit strong because they're leading and they want to keep that lead, but I think that Sask is going to come out strong too because they want to push to get closer towards that lead that Alberta has.
Excellent. That is 19A Western champ Paige, goaltender. Thank you, Paige. Well done. All right, so the shots in the first half ended up being 34 for Team Alberta, 10 for Team Sask. Score on the scoreboard is 5-2 for Team Alberta. We'll put 13 minutes up on the board. We'll bring you 2 more quarters of 13 minutes of action. Should the game be tied and need overtime, there'll be a 5-minute overtime followed by a shootout if necessary. Looks like Alberta's going to do a goalie change here. So we're putting number 1, Alyssa Carew, in net. That'll split it even Steven. Both Alberta goalies get 2 games and a half. So this is going to be the half game for number 1, Alyssa Carew. Team Sask is going to stick with number 50, Mundell. Oh, good. Peter showed me the comments here and said there's lots of positive comments. So I appreciate that. Doing my best. Try not to be dumb. All right, Kelly Morissette's got 1:55 left in her penalty. Be 5-on-4 skater advantage. Team Alberta sets up in the defensive diamond. There's a whistle. Sask with control of the ring. Visiting team starts with the ring, and Team Sask is over the blue line. Picked up there by number 8, Bridget Parks. Bridget Parks on the attack, coming out from behind the net on her forehand here. Bridget's going to drop it off to her teammate. Back up to Bridget. Bridget dangles around the D, shoots, and makes... Wow, Carew makes her first save. And that's a beauty on Bridget Parks. Nice move by Parks, nice save. Number 14, Hodges with the ring. 24, Thorson with the ring now up on the sideboards here. Thorson, Hodges, and Parks on the attack. Here's Thorson. Goes to the backhand, goes forehand. Another blocker saved by Carew. Bridget Parks picks up the rebound. Fresh 30 on the shot clock for Sask. Bridget goes way up high by the blue line. Bridget Parks with speed, gets in all alone, just shoots it wide of the net. Stepped around the defender there. Bridget Parks had a whale of a shift there. Number 14, Hodges with the ring as Sask executes a line change here. Drops it off to number 27, Welder. Here's Davia Welder. Welder with the ring. Down to 7 on the shot clock. Puts it up high to 6, Seymour. Seymour takes a shot. Saved by Carew. Asia Mitchell, 3 for Alberta, battling hard for the ring. You got number 3, Compagna in there as well. Alberta picks up the ring. Here comes Jordan Niro, number 4. Jordan Niro looking to find a friend in the neutral zone. Deflects off the Sask player. Well, they're going to call a... it's a penalty coming up here. I'm not sure what the call is where the referee taps her head like that. Too many men?
That's not a comment to make in this province.
Yeah, yeah. Riders fans have some hurt feelings over that. So Alberta takes an illegal substitution penalty. Perhaps too many men here. I didn't see it, but illegal substitution against Alberta is going to be a 32-second 3-on-2. Here's Sask with the ring. Number 6, Seymour's got it. She goes down low, quick shot. Carew makes a save. That shot by Bryn Compagna. Compagna with the ring, goes up top to Seymour. Seymour behind the back pass, deflected away by Megan Sterchi. And Megan Sterchi is going to take a penalty as well. She knocked down Davia Welder. So Sterchi a little aggressive on the check. And Alberta's in penalty trouble to start the third quarter here. So Megan Sterchi is going to go take 2 for hooking. 17 seconds left in the first penalty, 1:45 in the second penalty, and then 2 minutes, 2 full minutes on the third penalty. This will be a very long 3-on-2. Here's 27, Welder with the ring. Welder up top to Seymour. Seymour down low to Compagna. Compagna takes a shot. And Alyssa makes a save. It's going to call it a move or lose it violation on Moman, number 15. She got knocked down, ended up on the ring. Referees are going to have a little conference here. All right, so we got Asia Mitchell and Moman out playing defense. The referee's just talking to the players in the penalty box, letting them know who comes out first and what's on second and who's on third. 9 seconds left in the very first penalty, so still be a very long 3-on-2. So Davia Welder, 27's out there for Sask. She's on the wide side. Number 6, Seymour remains out there. Natalie Seymour at the top of the triangle. Here's Seymour with the ring. She's going to reverse, go back to Compagna, back up top to Seymour. Seymour dangling. Good defense there by Mitchell. Seymour's going to shoot it. Blocker saved by Carew. Compagna picks up the ring. Here's Compagna up top to Seymour. Seymour, look for the behind the back pass. Rips that ring up over the net. That ring will be picked up by Asia Mitchell. Asia Mitchell's content to rip it all the way down the ice. Mundell's going to push that to her teammate, 36, Heerspink. Maddie Rice on the attack here on the forecheck. Maddie Rice separates stick from ring. Maddie's got the ring now. Maddie gets a big cheer from her teammates, and Saska's going to take a tripping penalty here. So Maddie Rice with the heavy check on Heerspink. Maddie Rice comes up with the ring, gets tripped for her efforts, and number 7, Pearson, ends up going to the penalty box. So 7 white, Pearson goes 2 for the hook. And so now Team Alberta's got 56 seconds left in one penalty, minute 28 in the other penalty. So we still only have 3 skaters on the ice, and a fresh 2 goes up for Pearson for the hook. Here's Alberta with the free pass. Back to Munro. Munro stands at the blue line, just looking to kill time here and escape this 3-on-2. Here's JD Patel. Patel with the ring, dangles, walks down Main Street. She goes down low to Mitchell. Mitchell's in the corner. Sask is in full chase mode. The ring comes out front, and Sask is going to pick that up. Sask goes out to the neutral zone, picked off there by Munro. Munro's quickly into Patel. Patel's going to scamper to the sideboards, and she goes down low to Mitchell. Mitchell's got 2 on pressure. Does a 360 spin. Mitchell is going to backhand that out to the neutral zone to Munro, all by herself out there. Oh, Munro loses it. She can't now. She'll touch it. The ring just slid off Brooklyn's stick, went over the blue line, and rather than not touch it, she ends up touching it to get the whistle. Better than giving up a breakaway or a contested ring. So Team Sask is going to have an O-zone free pass, a 3-on-2 here. There's a whistle. Number 24, Thorson, takes the ring. Thorson up top in the triangle there. There's Bridget Parks. Ring ends up in the crease, and Carew picks it up. Alyssa's got the ring. She's going to throw that out over the ring end line to Hallie Rushfeldt. Rushfeldt couldn't handle it. Number 44's got the ring. Waters. Waters goes in behind the net. Alberta penalty's done. We're back to 3-on-3 action below the ring end line. 24 Thorson with the ring. Puts it over to 44 Waters. Waters has the ring. She comes out from behind the net. Surveys the scene. Goes way out by the blue line. Feeds it over to Bridget Parks. Parks will pick up the ring down to 6 on the shot clock here. Parks walks right down Main Street. Shoots it. Misses the net. And Saskatchewan's going to burn a 30-second shot clock. That'll be goalie ring for Team AB. Number 1, Alyssa Carew. She's going to have a goalie ring. There's a whistle. She just quickly drops it to 15, Maria Moman. Here's Moman with the ring. She puts it all the way out to the neutral zone, and all Alberta penalties are clear. Alberta's got 5 skaters on the ice here. Jenna Adams battling hard, strips the ring away from 35 Ermel. Here's Adams with the ring. Drops it off to Rushfeldt. Rushfeldt dangling through the checkers. Rushfeldt waiting for teammates to join her. Rushfeldt drops it back to the blue line. Tasha Blackwell picks it up. She couldn't touch it because she touched it inside the blue line. Saskatchewan quick attack there in the offensive zone here. There's Thorson, number 24. Adria waving at her teammates saying, come with me, I'll take you into battle here. Thorson drops it off. And that's Pearson out of the penalty box. Here's Pearson with the ring. 5-on-5 skater action. No harm, no foul on any of the penalties here. Pearson with the backhand shot. Carew makes the save. Carew's got the ring. She's going to drop it in behind the net to Morissette. There's 22, Kelly Morissette. Jumps middle. Backhand pass out to the sideboards. Picked up there by Bigoraj. Bigoraj 7 blue. It's going to feed her weak side into Morissette. Morissette's going to activate, gain control of the offensive zone. Morissette's going to drop it off to Koester, down to 9 on the shot clock. Koester dangles, backhand. Mundell makes a save, and Koester picks up the rebound. Fresh 30 on the shot clock for Koester. Koester slides it up top to Bigoraj. Bigoraj's going to rip that shot. Mundell makes a good save. and picks up the rebound, and Mundell's going to flip that out to the ringette line. And here's Pearson with the ring. She got stick checked by the other number 7. Bigoraj's got the ring driving, 1-on-1, spin move, ends up in the crease, and that's going to be a violation on Alberta. Smart steal by 7 Bigoraj on 7 Pearson. Ring ends up in the crease, so does Bigoraj, so goalie ring. Mundell flips it out to her defense teammate, and the ring's out to the neutral zone, right at the center ice. Nice pickup there by Brielle Compagna. Brielle goes down deep. Good stick by Asia Mitchell to steal the ring away. Asia feeds it over the blue line and heads up north. Ring is into the Sask zone. Bigoraj over to Mitchell. Mitchell just couldn't handle the ring, and that'll be picked up by 7 Pearson. Pearson battling hard in the corner against Mitchell. Waples comes in to help. The ring slides out over the ringette line. Loose ring on the sideboards. That thing's going to get kicked all the way out to the blue line. And they're going to say move it or lose it violation on Team Sask. That was a contested ring all the way from the corner almost to the blue line. And the referees are going to say if you can't move it, you will lose it. Exactly 7 minutes left in the third quarter. The score currently 5-2 for Team AB. It's going to be an AB O-zone 3 pass. There's Mitchell with the ring. Mitchell slides it over to Maddie Rice, number 2. Rice comes up top to Falconer, number 5. Falconer back over to Mitchell. Mitchell behind the back to Rice. Rice off her skate, picks up the ring. Hard pass out to Falconer. Falconer's going to rip that. Good save by Mundell. And Falconer is going to come out to the quiet ice here. She picked up her own rebound here. She's going to kick that back. No, she's not. She's going to turn and fire. Just missed that top corner. And Mitchell's got the ring. Mitchell out to Rice. Rice. Got a fresh 30 on the shot clock, so lots of time here for this line. Rice dangles, puts it back to Falconer. Falconer, backhand spin move. Everything closed up on her, no shot there. Rice is going to rip that, shoot and score. Pardon me, that was Falconer. Falconer didn't like the first shot, spun around, came back out, changed the angle, and then shot a forehand wrister right over the shoulder, short corner. See on the replay here that Danny, right there, didn't like the spin move. The shot closed up on her. So she's going to loop around. She'll come out from the corner. And then she's going to find space right over the shoulder on the short side there. So make it 6-2 for Team AB. Goal for number 5, Danny Falconer. Sask with the center ice free pass, the ring into the zone. Knocked down and almost turned over by Patel, but Sask comes up with the ring. Here's Team Sask, number 24, Thorson carrying the ring. Her teammates are up high. She's all by herself inside the zone. Drops it off to 8, Bridget Parks. Here's Parks cutting across the top. Back to Thorson. Thorson shoots. Good pad save. Nice pass and shot. And Crew makes a beauty save. Alberta looking to break out of the zone. Here's Rushfeldt. Rushfeldt didn't like it. It's going to loop around. Drops it off to 8, Blackwell. Blackwell's got the ring. 2-foot pass to Rushfeldt, and Alberta's in the neutral zone. Rushfeld's going to 2-foot pass it into Patel. Here comes Patel. Got 9 seconds on the shot clock here. Puts it into the crease. Got the reset, but the ring ends up in the crease, and Mundell picks it up. Mundell flips it out. Stolen away by Patel. Good read by Patel to steal that ring away. And Patel's driving 1 against 3. Shoots it just wide of the far post. And Scotia Waters is going to pick up the loose ring. Waters hits the blue line. Puts it back to a teammate there. Contested ring. Stolen away by Koester. Koester walks in, shoots it, and they score. Koester picked up the loose ring. She hit the crossbar on it, or the post or the crossbar. It actually fell down, hit Mundell in the back, and went in the net. So that's some tough luck for Team Sask. You can see here Koester steals the ring away. She's going to pick up the ring from the defender. She's got a mini little breakaway here. She walks in, she'll shoot it, hits the iron, but it hits Mundell in the back and rolls into the net. So tough break for Team Sask. That'll put Alberta up 7-2. Center ice free pass for Sask. That's Ermel, puts it over to her D partner. Slides it in. Number 27 down there, Welder. Picked off by Alberta. And Alberta's going to come out with the ring. Munro in the neutral zone. Feeds her down deep to Bigoraj. Bigoraj's deep in the corner behind the net, coming out on her forehand here. Bigoraj, Waples, and Galbraith right now. There's a pass to Galbraith. Galbraith steps in. Backhand, no shot. Goes in behind the net. Pass across to Bigoraj. Bigoraj picks it up, down to 9 on the shot clock. Bigoraj misses the net there. And Mitchell's going to pick it up. Mitchell down to 4. She shoots it. Just ticked the goaltender, so that's a reset, but Sask comes up with the rebound. They're content to push it all the way out to the neutral zone. Brooklyn Monroe blows a tire. Slides into the sideboards, and Sask has the ring. Sask is going to dance around the blue line here, back out to the center line. Number 15's got it, Kruger. Kruger goes down deep to number 6, Seymour. Seymour couldn't handle the pass. Alberta's going to step out through the crease, and that's going to be a crease violation on Munro. So that'll be a violation Alberta. That'll be Sask ring. Pearson on the attack with Brielle Compagna. And number 15, Kruger. Pearson will start with the ring. Puts it over to Kruger. Here's Kruger with the ring. Starting the attack for Team Sask. She's got Compagna in front of the net here. She's got Pearson up high. Kruger carrying the ring. Looking for the shot. Good defense. No shot lane there. So Kruger cycles around. Spits it back to number 7, Pearson. Pearson with the ring, being challenged by 18, Megan Sterchi. Pearson puts it across to Compagna. Compagna down to 4 on the shot clock. Slides it in. Good save. Rebound. Shoots and scores. That was a really good toe save by Alyssa Carew. But Team Sask, Johnny on the spot, picks it up and drains that home. Nice shot by Cassidy Pearson. See on the replay here that this shot clock is winding down, and Compagna is just going to rip that shot in. Carew makes a good toe save, but it goes right to Pearson, and Pearson makes no mistake, drains that home. It's third goal for Team Sask. So it's 7-3 for Team Alberta. Team Alberta with the center ice free pass. Here's Morissette with the ring. Morissette walking the blue. Slides it in. Good stick check by Sask. Sask puts it out to the neutral zone. There's Morissette, best in the business. Feeds it back into 19, Rushfeldt. Couldn't handle it. The ring will be batted out to the neutral zone. Sask on the quick break here. There's Bridget Parks screaming into the corner. 8-on-8. Tasha Blackwell watching her. And Bridget's got the ring. Parks loops around on the quiet ice. She's got the low pick set up. Shoots it in. Carew makes a save. Not sure where it is. Looks at her D, and Callie says, just don't even move. Alyssa made the save. Wasn't sure where the ring was, and she looks up at her D partner, and Callie says, yep, don't move. You got it. We'll take the break. A lot of times the goaltender, when they're not sure where the ring is, he'll just freeze. We've more than once seen where the goaltender stands up or they move, and the ring will drop out of their equipment and roll into the net, and that's a crazy goal to give up. So, all right, violation on Alberta. Sask ring. Thorson will start with the ring. She's out there with Hodges, number 14. Hodges has the ring. Hodges goes in behind the net. He's got Bridget Parks out front. So Hodges, number 14, goes up high, tries to dangle through. Ring gets batted around. Galbraith will pick that up. So they're going to call 4 in the zone. I think somebody must have lost an edge or somebody skated over the line there. All right, so that's going to be a violation on Team AB. That's going to be Sask ring. Here's Thorson. She'll do a retake here. Thorson over to Hodges. Hodges carrying the ring, goes in behind the net. Bridget Parks directing traffic, saying, I'll go up high, you go down low. Here's Hodges with the ring. Tries to take a shot, goes wide of the net. Ring bounces off into the crease, and Carew picks it up. Carew's going to drop that into Galbraith. Galbraith is going to loop around. Galbraith all the way out to the center ice area. Goes past Kyla Koester. It's a 2-line pass. Alberta can't touch that. That'll be picked up by 37, Ainsley Hill. Hill survives the check. Kicks it out to the neutral zone there. There's 24, Thorson battling with ring. Ella Bigoraj blows a tire, and Sask is on the quick attack into the offensive zone. Here's Brooklyn Munro, 11 Munro. Munro's going to ease that out to the sideboards to Galbraith. Galbraith down to Waples. Alberta on the quick attack here. Waples slides it across, just out of the reach of Koester. Kyla Koester, number 6, loops around. Drops it off to Mitchell. Mitchell takes that shot right in the chest. Mundell makes a save. Mitchell picks up the rebound. Minute 45 left in the third quarter. 7-3 for Team AB. Mitchell drops it off to Falconer. Falconer rips it up over the net. Bounces in behind the net. Picked up by the defender there. Stolen away by Mitchell. Here's Mitchell with the ring. Mitchell in front. Danny Falconer spins and shoots and scores. So Falconer had parked herself in front of the net there. Mitchell found her. Danny grabbed that ring, spun. Forehand shot up over the shoulder. You can see here Mitchell picks up the loose ring in the corner. Danny's standing in front of the net there. Mitchell goes to Danny. Danny's going to spin, wrister. Right up top, just over the glove. That will be an 8-3 advantage for Team AB. Minute and a half left in the third quarter. Team Sask with the center ice free pass on the attack here. Here's number 33, Correia with the ring. Correia Goes down to 6. Seymour. Seymour in behind the net now. Seymour's on the attack here. She's going to drop it off to 27. Welder. Ends up on the stick of Callie Morissette, number 22. Here's Callie. Morissette jumps the sideboard, slides all the way up. Morissette's got a head of steam. Ring not handled cleanly by Rice. Rice will put it back to Blackwell. Blackwell's got the ring, slides it out to Rushfeldt. Rushfeldt couldn't handle it, so Rushfeldt will go back and get it. Rushfeldt slides it into Patel. Number 9 blue, Patel, down to 7 on the shot clock. Here's Rice with the ring, steps out, backhand. Mundell makes a save, and Correia picks up the ring. She's puts it down around the half boards, and that's cleaned up by Rice. Here's Rice on the attack again. 2 blue, Maddie Rice. 30 seconds left in the third quarter here. Rice is going to drive down Main Street. Dangles between the center and the deep. Backhand shot. Good save by Mundell. And Team Sask picks up the rebound. Good heavy skating here by the defender, number 33, Correia. That'll be turned over to Alberta. JD Patel is going to skate hard to get that ring down to 13 in the quarter. Jocelyn Galbraith picks up the ring. Galbraith takes a look at the clock, drops it off to Koester. Kester's going to shoot it. Mundell makes a save. She's just going to throw that out to the sideboards here. Number 44, Waters picks up the ring, and there goes the buzzer. So we got 3 quarters in the book. Just gave a little finger point to my analyst here, Paige, to let her know I'm coming over to see what she thinks. So 13 minutes to go in the game. Young Paige, what do you think?
Well, one, I think that Alberta is taking up most of the ozone time. I think Saskatchewan needs to try and get a bit more ozone time. But saying that, I do think Saskatchewan is playing a really good defense on whatever ozone time that Alberta is having.
That is some quality feedback. So tell me, what does it feel like to be a Western champ? That's pretty impressive.
Well, you know, like sometimes I don't even believe it's still real. But it was a lot of emotion. It took a lot of hard work to get there, but it was definitely worth it in the end.
That's amazing. You've given me really good feedback today, and I'm happy. That's cool. All right, that's young Paige doing a great job on the microphone. So, set the stage here. 13 minutes up on the clock. Score is 8-3 for Team AB. No penalties on the board. See if we get some shot action going here.
Okay. 14 for Saskatchewan, 5 for Alberta. What's the total?
Just getting some shot updates here. Looking to see if I can sneak a peek and see what the shots are at.
Saskatchewan 14 in that period. South Alberta totals of 22-38.
So Saskatchewan had a really good quarter. They outshot Alberta 14-12. A lot of penalties in there though, some 3-on-2. So Team Sask with 14 shots to Team Alberta's 12 in the third quarter. Shots thus far, 48 for Alberta, 22 for Sask. So shot advantage for Team Alberta, 48-22. Ms. Ava Mundell has had a lot of work in this game. There's a whistle. Home team, Team AB starts with the ring to start the fourth quarter. Here's 15. Maria Moment slides it inside to Waples. Waples will pick up the ring on the sideboard here. Waples dangles. Lane closed up on her, so she's going to loop around on the sideboards. Waples can drop it off to Patel. Pardon me, that's Mitchell. Mitchell takes a shot. Good save by Mundell. Loose ring bouncing around. They're cleaned up by number 7, Pearson. Cassidy Pearson's going to hit the blue line. She's going to feed it out to teammate number 15, Maya Kruger. Heavy pressure here by Team AB. That's picked up by 18, Megan Sterchi. Here comes Sterchi. Also the birthday girl, 19 years of age today. Number 21, Waples with the ring. Waples goes down low, goes right past Mitchell. Mitchell would have had a great scoring chance there. Mitchell picks it up, loops in the quiet ice, circles around. She's going to step inside the zone here. Mitchell's going to slow it down, drops it off to Falconer. Falconer with a couple goals today. Falconer takes that shot. Mundell makes a save. Mundell flips it out to her D. Quick little pass out by Meyer. It'll be stolen away by Alberta. And Sask with a nice check, and they pick it up. Put the ring down deep. Here goes Meyer battling hard against Blackwell. Blackwell going to feed that out to Morissette. It'll be stolen by Kruger, number 15. Maya Kruger waiting for teammates to catch up. We got a line change happening for Sask. Kruger's in behind the net. Drops it off to Bridget Parks. Here's Parks. Comes out from behind the net on her backhand here. She's got Kruger in front of the net here. Parks didn't like the shot. She's down to 12 on the shot clock. Bridget Parks looping around up top. Looking for the shooting lane. Closed up on her. She's going to shoot it off the back of the net. Blackwell's going to let that go, and that'll be a 30-second burn. So Blackwell didn't want to stab the ring. She knew that that there'd be a shot clock reset, and we'll get a control breakout here. Alyssa Cruz got the ring, drops it to Morissette, 22. 22 blue. Callie Morissette walks the blue line. Slides it, 2-foot pass out to Mitchell. No, pardon me, Patel. Patel's got the ring. Goes down deep. Good stick down there by 37 Ainsley Hill. But the rebound picked up by Rice. Rice dangling around here. Rice goes over to Rushfeldt. Quick little shot. Good save by Mundell. Mundell picks up the rebound. Mundell goes out to the half board. It's a nice strong throw. Rings out to number 24, Thorson, in the neutral zone. Thorson gets stick checked, and Rice picks it up inside her own zone. Rice will go for a skate. Goes in behind the net here. Being watched by Thorson here. Dangles around Thorson. Puts it out over the blue line to 11 Munro. Munro cycles around, looking for her teammates here. Munro's going to bounce it off the boards to 20 Galbraith. Here's Galbraith with the ring. Driving one-on-one here. Slides it across. The ring is up, deflecting into the crease, and Mundell picks it up. Mundell drops it in behind the net. Here comes number 35, Ermel, I believe. Blows a tire. The ring comes out front to Galbraith. Galbraith, quick shot. Good save by Mundell. The ring ends up back in the crease. Mundell's going to throw that out to the sideboards. Alberta's going to recover the ring. Here's Kyla Koester. Survives a couple of checks, goes all the way across the ice. Line change happening for AB. Koester behind the net here. She'll drop it off for Bigoraj. Bigoraj's going to pick it up in the quiet ice. Dangles around the center. Does a spin move, ends up all by herself with the goaltender, shoots and scores. Ella Bigoraj with a 360 spin move, got around the center in the D. Got a backhand shot, slots her home. We'll see on the replay here that Ella picks up the ring on a line change, dangles between the forward and the center, 360 spin between the center and the D. Suddenly she's all alone with the goaltender. Wiggles the ring around, goes backhand, shoots and scores. So make it 9-3 for Team AB. There's number 33 at the ring, Correia out in the neutral zone, feeds it into the offensive zone. Ring comes back out to the neutral zone, picked up by Waples. Waples from Alberta puts it over to Bigoraj. Bigoraj just scores, skating backwards, puts it back over to Waples. Waples off the side of the net. She'll get the reset. And Waples has control of the ring. Waples dangles around, shoots it, just missed the net there. Nice pull around the center. And the ring picked up by 33, Correia. Puts it back to the goaltender. And Mundell's content to put it out to the sideboards here. Here's number 44, Waters. Waters walks the blue line, puts it out to the neutral zone to Welder. Welder with the ring in the neutral zone. All the way across to flex off two AB players. And Maddie Rice picks it up on the blue line. 2-foot pass over the blue line. And Alberta's passing it into the offensive zone. Here's Waples, Cameron Waples, 21. 8:45 left in the fourth quarter. Scores 9-3 for Team AB. Here's Danny Falconer. Falconer out front to Rice. Rice changes the lane, shoots and scores. Falconer put it out to Maddie Rice. Maddie Rice faked the shot, froze the D, changed the angle, shoots and scores. You can see on the replay here, Maddie Rice positions herself at the hash marks there. She gets a pass out, backhand pass out, moves the ring around, changes the angle, slots it home. So make it 10-3 for Team AB. Center ice free pass for Sask. Here's Heerspink with the ring. Heerspink's going to feed it in softly to Pearson. Pearson giving chase down there. Ring ends up behind the net, picked up by 8, Tasha Blackwell. Loses it to number 15, Maya Kruger. Kruger with the ring. Kruger controlling the ring. It's pushed out over the ringette line. Goes back inside the safety of the ringette line. Maintains possession. Kruger slides it across to number 7, Pearson. Shot, just shot it wide. No reset, down to 13 on the shot clock. Here's number 2, Brielle Compagna. Compagna carrying the ring, slides it over to 15, Kruger. Kruger's going to take the shot. Shot blocked by Morissette. And that's going to be a shot clock reset for Team AB. Goalie ring, number 1, Alyssa Carew picks it up. Waiting to see the play develop. Throws it to the side of the net to 22, Morissette. Morissette drops it off to Abe Blackwell. Abe Blackwell is coming out, jumps middle. Looking to find a friend in the neutral zone here. Slides it out to Rushfeldt. Rushfeldt holds the ring between two players. Feeds it into Patel. Patel's on a breakaway. Walks in, goes forehand. Good blocker save by Mundell. Mundell says, oh no you don't. And Alberta goes back to Patel. Patel Going to take another shot. Another save on Patel. Mundell's got Patel's number the last 10 seconds here. Here's Kyle Koester between the center and the D. Gets knocked down. That'll be a penalty on Team Sask. So Koester tried to drive between the center and the D. Got knocked down for her efforts, and that'll be a penalty here. Looking to see who's going. Nobody wants to go. Looks like it's going to be Pearson. Paige, what do you think?
I think this game so far has been really good. Regardless of the score, I think both teams are playing really hard, and I think they both need to keep it up.
That's amazing insight. You're right. They are trying very hard. Doesn't matter what the score is. It's all preseason here. It's all exhibition right now. Teams are still being formed. Some of the teams haven't formed their full team yet. So, all right, Team AB with an ozone free pass. Galbraith slides it over to Koester. Koester dips her shoulder, dangles in. Ring ends up in the crease. Mundell will pick it up. Mundell's going to throw that out to Hill. Hill with the ring reverses. Kicks it back to her D partner. Number 35, Ermel. Ermel's got the ring. Ermel's going to draw a penalty too. Going to be a slashing call, I bet. Bridget Park slides her down into Thorson. Thorson's got the ring down in the corner. Oh, there's going to be 2 penalties on the same play here. Each referee is making a call. So Sask is going to have a great chance here. Kyla Koester is going for Alberta, number 6, blue. All right, Paige, what do they got to do here? I'm sure there's 2 penalties here.
That's what I thought. I think if there's 2 penalties, which looks like there is, Saskatchewan really needs to, they need to like execute really well to come back on the score. There is 6 minutes left. I think they can come back pretty strong. I think they can close up this gap. So they need to really take what Alberta gives them in this 3-on-2.
I like it, very good. All right, Bridget Parks starts with the ring. Parks slides it over to Compagna. Compagna up top to Bridget. Parks back down to Compagna. Going to take that shot. Carew makes a save. The ring gets pushed into the crease here. Carew's got the ring. She's going to flip it out to the sideboards to Maria Moman. Moman's got the ring. She gets tripped up. That'll be a penalty call. And there goes the 3-on-2. It's going to be a long 3-on-2 for Sask, but well, they still have a 3-on-2 because Alberta's only got 3 players, but Sask will take a penalty here. Oh, now that's right. So Sask got a penalty on the play as well. No, before that. All right. Okay, so we got 3-on-3 action here. Kind of the rare 3-on-3 action. You don't see 3-on-3 very often, but interesting. Alberta can put all 3 players in the offensive zone. Sask can only put 2. So Alberta can still execute a 3-on-2. That just means there's nobody else on the ice except the 3 in the zone. So 3-on-3, lots of ice out there. Alberta's got Galbraith, Mitchell, and Waples out there. 3-on-2 up top to Galbraith. Galbraith down low to Waples, up top to Galbraith. Galbraith behind the back to Mitchell. Mitchell will pick it up in the corner. Mitchell out to Galbraith. Galbraith going to dangle. Down low to Mitchell. Mitchell up to Galbraith. Looking for a clean shot. Waples goes through her feet. Down to 13 on the shot clock. Waples over to Mitchell. Bounces off her feet. That'll be picked up by number 35, Ermel. And she's just going to rip that all the way down the ice. Parks cannot touch that ring. It's a 2-line pass. She'll protect the ring, but it's picked up smartly by 20, Galbraith. Galbraith puts it out to Waples. Waples trying to get back in the zone as quick as they can. Back to Galbraith. Galbraith will set it up. Goes down low to Mitchell. Mitchell back up top to Galbraith. 15 seconds on the shot clock. 28 seconds left in this first penalty for Team Sask. Waples has the ring. She looks up at the clock. Now you got Rice out there. Waples is just going to walk and shoot, deflects off the defender. The ring ends up back in the crease, and Mundell picks it up. Mundell drops it in behind the net. It's going to be an outlet pass to 35, Ermel. Ermel just going to rip that all the way down the ice, and Rice will go pick it up. 2-line pass. Rice picks it up, being watched by Bridget Parks. Rice puts it out to the neutral zone. 1 penalty is over for Team Sask. So Sask has 4 skaters on the ice. So they're going to try to set up their own 3-on-2 now. 23 seconds left in the 2 penalties at the same time. Team Sask needs to hustle to get into the 3-on-2 here. There's Parks up top. Parks waiting for her teammates to set up. A little confused here. Pearson goes down low. Parks goes down low, puts it up to number 5, Mayer. Mayer's up top. Parks has the ring. Parks is just going to shoot it. Good save. Rebound gets batted. And that'll be picked up by number 11, Brooklyn Munro. Munro. Both Alberta penalties are over, so suddenly we got lots of players on the ice. 5-on-4 skater advantage. Goes down low to number 11, Brooklyn Munro. She's in the zone there. Waiting for a line change from the forwards. Takes a look, kicks it back to Maddie Rice. 4.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Maddie Rice looks all the way back to the blue line, skates in right down Main Street, tries to shoot, ring rolled off her stick. All penalties are done. No goals there, so all that penalty trouble cleared off the boards, and now it's a 5-on-5 action here. Battling the neutrals in there. That's number 6, Seymour, battling with 15, Moman. Sask comes up with the ring. 27, Welder carrying the ring. Welder rips that down. It's blocked by Megan Sterchi. Didn't know where the ring went. Welder goes in, picks up, she shot it off Megan, and then she went and picked it up herself. Here's Welder with the ring, looking over her shoulder to see who's joining her. Number 3's got it. That's Bryn Compagna. Here's Bryn with the ring. Bryn loops around in the quiet ice. Down to 5 on the shot clock. JD Patel is going to scamper over and try to pick that up, but you'll hear the buzzer go. That'll be a 30-second shot clock violation on Team Sask. That'll be goalie ring. Alyssa Carew picks it up. Carew, number 1. Now freezes all the action, throws it. Looked like she threw it into the post. She looks at her glove and says, "Hey, glove, what the hell are you doing?" So Carew kind of froze, and she let the play develop, and then she threw it. It hit the post, and it bounced right back to her, and she went to pick it up, but by that time she'd blown the 5-second goalie count. So violation Team AB. That'll be a Team Sask possession. Pearson swings it over to number 15, Kruger. Here's Kruger. She's got number 2, Brielle Compagna out front. Kruger carrying the ring here. Kruger coming across the top, dangles between the center of the D, slides it over to, who's that? I can't remember. Pearson. Pearson's got the ring now. Pearson recovers the ring. Team Sask is going to pull the goal. Oh, there's going to be a delayed penalty. That's why Sask is going to the penalty, so the box. So it's 4 skaters in the zone for Sask. Delayed penalty call against AB. Number 15, Kruger's got the ring. Kruger cutting across the top, slides it over to 36, Heerspink. Heerspink back over to Kruger. Kruger takes a shot. Alyssa Carew catches it, and Carew hangs onto it, and that'll be a penalty on Team AB. 2:55 left in the fourth quarter. Scores 10-3 currently for Team AB. It's going to be a penalty for noted goon, number 22, Callie Morissette. Adds to her penalty total, 2 for cross-checking. You can hear her dad shaking his head from Calgary. Oh no, he's still here. What am I saying? He's going to Calgary after this game. All right, Sask is going to take the 3-on-3 here. Bridget Park slides it over to 24, Thorson. Thorson with the ring. Back pass right into the referee skates, unfortunately. And Niro's going to slide that over to Munro. Munro's got the ring. Survives the check by Hodges and goes the other way. Munro kicks it back. That'll be stolen by Thorson. Thorson with a good steal for Saskatchewan. Thorson slides it over to her teammate. Number 8, Bridget Parks. Parks back to Thorson. Thorson back to Parks. Couldn't handle it cleanly. Be a contested ring picked up by 37 Ainsley Hill. She scampers into the offensive zone to maintain control. Here's Hodges with the ring. Hodges going to take that shot. Just shot it up high over the net. Bridget Parks will pick it up. Here's Parks with the ring. Down to 3 on the shot clock. Slides it wide. That'll be a shot clock burn by Team Sask. That'll be a goalie ring for Team AB. 2:07 left in the fourth quarter. A minute 12 left in Morissette's penalty. And here's Jordan Niro with the ring. 4 blue. Reverses it to number 11, Brooklyn Munro. Munro with the ring. Pulls it around the forechecker, drops it off to Niro. Niro slides it out to number 2, Maddie Rice. Reaches behind her, picks it up. Rice with the ring. Rice is going to walk the blue line, slides it into Mitchell. Mitchell goes right back to Rice, and Alberta's got control of the ring. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rice ends up in front of the net. Good backhand shot. Great save by Mundell. Here's Rice with the ring. Survives the pressure, survives the check, slows it down. She's in the quiet ice here. Drops it off for 7, Bigoraj. Bigoraj is in the quiet ice, sizes it up. Still got a penalty, so Megan Sterchi steps in from her D spot to be the 3rd player in the zone. She gets the ring here on the sideboard. Down to 8 on the shot clock. Megan comes out the other side, backhand, gets a reset. Contested ring down there. That'll be picked up by, who's going to get it? That'll be Bigoraj. Bigoraj scoots it out to Rice. Rice with a fresh 30 on the shot clock. Maddie Rice looks up at the clock, sees there's exactly 1 minute left in the fourth quarter in the game. 10-3 for AB right now. Maddie Rice loops around, dangles around the defender. Closed up on her though. Good defense there by Scotia Waters. Maddie Rice cutting across the top. Rice gets a shot away. Mundell makes a save. Kyla Koester's going to pick up the rebound. Koester's got the rebound here, drops it off to Bigoraj. Bigoraj takes a shot. Mundell makes a good save. Here's Koester. Dangles around, goes to her backhand, loops around again. Koester slides it into Hallie Rushfeldt. Rushfeldt with the ring on the sideboards here. Dangles around, puts it out to Waples. Waples is going to walk in. Gets that shot away. Good kick save by Mundell. Mundell, pardon me, Saskatchewan content to put it out to the neutral zone. Picked up there. And Saskatchewan's deep in the zone. Blackwell's going to get a penalty here. 9.1 seconds left in the game. Tasha Blackwell's going to take 2 for body contact. Bumped into her player, knocked her down. That'll be 2 for cross-checking. Also noted goon number 8, Tasha Blackwell. I might share a last name with that girl. 9.1 seconds left. Sask has pulled their goalies, so they're going to go 4 in the zone. They've got 7 players on the ice right now. So they're going to pull one off, and they've got 4 in the zone. They've got 6 skaters on the ice. It's only 9.1 seconds left, so Sask is going to try to set something up. That's number 5, Meyer with the ring. And the referee didn't like what they saw. The referee might put it back to 9.1 seconds. Just having a quick look. Hey, Paige, look at this. Great commentary, Paige. Right, Paige? You got a shout out there. I am coming to you at the end of the game, so get ready. She's like, okay, got it. She's on to me now. No more thrusting the microphone in front of her face. Paige, you know these videos are getting like 1,800, 2,000 views, right? Good thing you stood up here by your dad, and then I could make you do it. All right, well, I do appreciate you watching along. I'm reading the comments here, so appreciate all the comments here. All right, 9.1 seconds back on the clock. We got a reset here, 4 in the zone for Team Sask. Natalie Seymour starts with the ring, feeds it over to Hannah Meyer. Meyer's got the ring, goes back across to Seymour. Seymour up top, looking to take a shot. There's a shot, good save off the shoulder, and that's it. They got the shot. Alyssa Kruger made the save. And that'll be the end of the game here. Nice round of applause from all the parents and fans in the stands. That'll be it for Team AB. Team AB goes 5-0 in the Challenge Cup here in Regina. Team Sask has one more game, so they are 2-3. They've got one more game against British Columbia tomorrow morning, Sunday morning, so they got a chance to go 3-3. All right, Paige, what do you got?
Overall, I think that was a really good game. Again, despite the score, it doesn't mean that Saskatchewan didn't play well. I think they did really good at pressuring Alberta in the offensive or the defensive zone when Alberta was pressuring them. I think they maybe at halftime had a bit of a chat, and I think they did really well fixing what was wrong and changing their plays to be better to what Alberta was doing. And I want to give a quick shout out to all of the goalies because I think they all played amazing. I think it was a really good goalie game today.
Awesome insight, Paige. You're right. Team Sask did come out, though. They had 14 shots, Alberta's 12 in that third quarter, so that's great insight. Alrighty, so big thanks to the Saskatchewan Ring Ed Association for putting on a beautiful event here in Regina. We had a great time over in the last 3 days here. We look forward to the next Challenge Cup in October in St. Albert. So, Paige, any final words, my friend?
No, I thank you everyone for tuning in. Come back tomorrow for one more game.
Yeah, one more game. All right, my name is Bill, and Todd, Peter, thanks a lot for doing everything. Dan, your app is amazing here, so a shout out to all the Regina folks here that put it all together. They put on a great show here. So my name is Bill. I'm going to sign off now and say goodbye, and thanks for watching, and we love this game of Ringette. Have a good night, everyone.